What's going on, guys? Killer6 back with a legendary item guide on the OPQ system. Now, I know I covered this gun in the past, but we got a level 72 upgrade recently, and cartels are now a permanent thing, so I figured I would make a updated guide to let you guys know that you can get this gun at any time. Now, to access the cartel content, you do need to go on your main menu, hit play, scroll down to where it says enable events, click on that until you see the cartel event become active, and then from there go into your game. Next, you need to speak to Maurice in Sanctuary. He's the Sauron that lives in the little room across the way from Tanis's lab and right next door to Hammerlock. He's located right here on your map. Now, after speaking to Maurice, you're going to get a mission to hunt cartel members across the galaxy and collect the rings that you can use then to open up the gate to get into Villa Ultraviolet. There's a couple of quick and easy spots you can go to collect the rings needed to access Villa Ultraviolet and take on Joey, the cartel leader. One of the fastest ways to get the rings that you need in order to access the portal to go into the cartel's event is to go to the slaughter maps. Those are very fast and easy. I also like the Trial of Supremacy. That one is really good and easy for this, and also the Malawan Takedown. Those are my favorite spots to go to get the rings quickly and easily. Fight your way through the map following the objective. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary here, but when you get to the final fight, this is where I have a way for you to farm what you're after super fast. When the fight with Joey and his minions begins, he will send out two mini bosses, one at a time at first. They can be Fish Slap or Tyrone, who can both drop the Fish Slap grenade, the Yellow Cake launcher, and the Watson shield. Josie Bites or Franco Firewall, who can both drop the OPQ system, needle gun, and firewall shield. Roaster or the Tenderizer, who can both drop the No Pew Pew, Iceburger, and Grease Trap. So depending on which items you're after, you're going to want a certain pair of mini bosses to spawn here. Luckily, if you don't get the pair that you want, then you can literally save and quit to reload the area so you can get a brand new set of mini bosses. So let's say you want to quickly farm an OPQ system. Just drop in and look for Josie and Franco to spawn in. If you get them both at the same time, you can maximize the speed of this farm, or you can just settle for one of those two in addition to maybe like Fish Slap or Tenderizer and use those to farm another item at the same time. But here's where the second part of the farming trick comes in. After killing the mini bosses, leave Joey alive. You can now either let Joey kill you, or if you want to save cash in the game, then you can just fast travel back to the start of the map. This will reset the fight, meaning that the mini bosses will respawn and they will now be the exact same two that you had before you died or traveled. Now, just drop back in and rinse and repeat, killing the mini bosses until you get the drops that you're after. It's important to note that you do not want to save and quit once you have the two mini bosses that you want, because once you save and quit, those bosses will reset and become different bosses each time. The O.P.Q is a legendary assault rifle manufactured by Atlas, and the red text reads BYOBB. The red text is a reference to a scene from The Simpsons episode called Lisa the Vegetarian. The special ability of this gun is that projectiles that hit an enemy will explode and deal shock splash damage, and if you switch into OPQ mode and shoot the gun, then it spawns in a copy of your gun which will fly around shooting enemies and doing shock splash damage as well, so extra damage all the time for you. The stats on this one at Mayhem 10 level 72 are 32,099 times 2 damage, 54% accuracy, 58% handling, reload time is 2.3 seconds, fire rate 8.58 shots per second, and the mag size is 28. This gun can spawn with a wide variety of parts which will affect all of those stats. Most important stats that you should be looking for are mag size, fire rate, and base damage. This gun will always consume just one ammo per shot, even though it is a ×2 variant. This gun cannot roll with splash anoints, so keep that in mind when you're trying to get specific anointments on this thing. Now, even though the special ability of this gun allows you to make a copy of this gun, I almost never do that because you don't really need to do that with this gun. This gun just absolutely shreds as just an assault rifle. It's really fun to use. What you need to be careful of though is enemies getting too close to you, because your own splash damage from this gun will absolutely down you, guaranteed. This weapon lends itself well to all Vault Hunters, but is especially good for Zane, Amara, and Moze. Anointments that you should be on the lookout for with this gun include the consecutive hits, which consecutive hits did get a little bit of a nerf recently. It can only max out at 100% weapon damage. Other anointments are next to mags anointments, and then obviously character specific anointments depending on your build. This gun is a absolute beast. Even if you're still using your old level 57 version from the previous Cartels before we had these 2 level cap increases, it still shreds. It'll still kill level 72 enemies. It's pretty wild how good this gun actually is. That said, get yourself a level 72 version because this thing is arguably one of the best assault rifles in the game right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide to the OPQ system. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, tap the bell icon for more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Y'all have a great day.